Hey y'all. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all know it's your girl Jamekia. I am here in my little office space. And I was doing some work and let me tell y'all, as I was working, I was thinking and writing and typing. I'm when I tell y'all I was on these two screens and everything else. And I was sitting here, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? I need to do a post. I need to do a what do you want to call it? A podcast. I have a podcast. I haven't posted in it. I actually logged in not too long ago, and I was just realizing I haven't posted anything in like a year. A year. I'm gonna get to it. I was really debating about how I can utilize all the stuff that I have going on because I got this, I got my blog, I got this as in YouTube. Trying to get Instagram and TikTok and whatever else, y'all. So much stuff. Like, let me look at this board. Look, here you go. So I'm trying to create an app that I might have to put onto the back burner a little bit while I'm getting stuff together. I got yeah, so it's the podcast, the TikTok, the Instagram, the YouTube, personal and business accounts. Um, the class, uh, trying to build my little community. I just revamped. I was gonna do it on Facebook. I don't really be on Facebook like that. And I was like, it ain't going how I want to. So I was really looking at Discord and how I wanted to look. I looked at Mighty Mouse, Mighty Networks or something like that. Yeah, it's so much, so freaking much, and that's not even like all the apps that I have and that's on my phone and whatever else. But you know, it's a lot. And I was sitting up here and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. This is crazy. I'm not really worried about like, of course I haven't been on here in a while and I was like, oh, you need to go get your hair done, you need to go do this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not. That's not it today. And I'm just being real with y'all, like, that ain't it. Be glad I put clothes on. That's the real tea. Just be glad I put clothes on. But in all honesty, y'all, I really realized like I'm one of those people who love to reduce the chatter. And I'm a person who like to help other people reduce the chatter. And it's like the a lot of people keep saying when you have a lot of chatter going on, right? You have a lot of people coming and saying the only way that you can reach the people that you want to reach is by doing X, Y, and Z. And then, you go on Instagram and you're posting content, but you're watching and engaging in content as well. And you see all these people saying a side hustle here, do this, do that, da da da. It's so much stuff to keep you busy. And it's like, I'm not that girl. Like, I am one of those people who I just like to research me. And I know y'all might be looking at it and be like, what are you talking about, girl? I literally love researching me. Like, and I don't even want to just say researching, but like exploring myself, exploring what makes my world exist and how I can change my world and how I can help other people change their world. Like, that's really what my course is about and how to reduce the chatter. So, like, as I saw myself trying to figure out, looking at these numbers and statistics, because, Meta has its own little thing and you need to do more of this and do more. I'm not even worried about it because the people who need to find me, I just need to be the person I need to be so that they can find me. It's not even for me right now at this place and point in my life. It's not even for me to make all this noise. Like, I'm gonna make noise because we're gonna turn up. We're gonna do what we do. But I realize that I'm seasonal. And I think people are trying to be consistently one thing all the time. And that's why they're really messing themselves up and they're stressed and they're depressed and they, don't know whether they're coming or going. And it's all this other stuff. And I'm just thinking about, I'm one of those people I think about how it was when I was growing up, not just the bad stuff, because people have so much trauma and the society nowadays is so built on trauma. But I really had a majestic childhood. Like I really had I call it charmed. I was charmed. And a lot of other people were too. And I think it's about how we look at it. Like society tells us to only not to only look at the bad, but to focus in on it, right? And it's like everybody's freaking toxic. Everybody has problems. Nothing is always kumbaya. That's not even freaking real life. But how can you move through those things quicker? How can you be okay with being upset or being angry or being disappointed or actually just figuring out all these other emotional experiences? I know y'all probably hear that thunder in the back. If I see a flash of lightning, I'm off this thing. My grandma used to tell me, honey, it's about to rain outside. Y'all sit down somewhere and don't do nothing. Turn off everything. So I'm still that girl a little bit. I ain't turning off everything, but I'm reducing a lot. But anyway, y'all. So, and if I keep looking off, it's because I see it's getting dark and I'm just waiting, to see what happens. Plus, I got this other side of this monitor on too, because I was really working, and I'm gonna get back to that momentarily. But yeah, y'all, like, just getting back to it, like, there's so much chatter, and we have to learn how to remove some of the chatter. It's not that it all has to go away, but a large majority of it has to be reduced, right? We got to learn how to live in society and be the society that we want. Because we keep trying to pretend, like, I don't understand what's with the pretending. We pretending, and then we're not pretending for the right reasons and all this other stuff, y'all. It's interesting. I don't even want to call it crazy. It's interesting to see how the dysfunction is functioning, and how people keep trying to get people to, like, suppress the dysfunction, and the suppression of the dysfunction makes the dysfunction even louder. um it's so many things that I've just been noticing. I'm probably gonna do a couple recordings, y'all, with sis looking just like this, because I posted my on my blog today too. um I've been batch writing, doing a lot of writing, batch writing, so I can have stuff set up and get it scheduled out, because it's just me for the most part. I did have a virtual assistant, had some help, and people gotta live their best lives, and people gotta do what's good for their finances. And when I say people, it's me. Look, it's me. Um, but as I'm maneuvering out of the public sector into the private sector, doing my own thing, it's I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. Like, I'm really trying to figure out how to put certain processes in place for myself, because I want people, when they do come into my universe, in my world, to have the best experience. Um, and then I can reach back out and gain access to all these other people who were um, beneficial. But I like to pay people. I like to make sure that I'm taking care of people, even if I'm not necessarily paying them cash, right, immediately. I like for them to be getting the most from their experience with me. So I'm very particular in how I move, and until that time I want to make sure that I have certain things set up the way I want. But y'all, I've been in here studying. I done took two tests. I'm changing careers. I done took two little tests over here. I had to flash that real fast because y'all like to pause stuff and try to zoom in and be all in people's business. Um, they weren't. I didn't do the best, but I also didn't really study. I'm not really a big. I am a studier, but not like that. But what I did notice, let me tell you about this test real quick, so I can let y'all know my business. Excuse me. The first time around, I took the class. I ain't really study after. Like, I did some, like, little bitty stuff, and I realized, like, I went in, I almost passed. The second time I studied all the stuff I missed, and I definitely went from, like, in some areas, because it's 150 questions. So in some areas, I went from like a 60 to a 90. Yeah. So I went from a 60 to a 90, or 60 to a, well, it was a 92 to be exact. But I went from a 75 to a 92. I went from a 60 to a 80. But then some of the things that I didn't study, um, which were the things I got before I kind of left. It was like fleeting. So this next go around, I know I'm gonna pass. I'm just like, you just gotta study everything, try to remember what you can, because I'm not really in that course. Um, so this was just based off of what I remembered, and then little stuff I found on YouTube. Y'all, I love YouTube, YouTube University. I'm gonna post some more stuff out here. I've been debating too, just to give y'all a little insight of my business on how I wanted to do stuff. I think I'm gonna do it almost like a class. I'm gonna post up a few things on here, and the rest I'm just gonna leave in my class sector. Like I told y'all, I'm trying to create an app so that all of my stuff, all my content can be in one area, one place. And people can just cipher through it and purchase what they want, or, see what's free or whatever else. But that's going to take some time. And I don't think it has to be within this year per se. Um, but I think this year is going to allow me time to build more content, because there's so much stuff I want to do. I actually was at my mother's house. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I've been looking for these books from school from when I was in college for like 2 years. I'm like, it must be in another box, another book, this, that, and other. No, it was at my mama's house. So I'm gonna be getting into some genetics, y'all. This is from back in the day, so I know, of course, it's gonna be this say fall 2007. Some genetics and cell health and all that stuff. Like that's some of my jam. Um, I'm gonna get into some of that. We're gonna talk a little bit about religion and stuff like that. I found some of my other books from I'm just giving y'all a little thing, a little scoop to scoop. Some of the stuff that's right here beside my leg that I'm studying and been looking into or whatever else. It's stuff everywhere. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like my little office, I'm trying to revamp her and get her together. But yeah, I just got book. Like I told y'all before, I keep a lot of books. I do a lot of reading, researching, moving stuff around. I think I'm gonna have a place where I'm gonna recommend a lot of the teachers, because I know sometimes people, hey, sometimes people have this thing about, well, why don't you teach about X, Y, and Z? I'm not a teacher of all things. I'm a well, I am at the same time. I'm a holistic teacher. So if there's certain areas and certain things that you're looking for and specifics, recommending some of the teachers that I like and that I've researched them and I've done studies with them, and whatever. Some are dead, some are alive, but a lot of them still have a lot of content that's out there. But recommend you to the people that I think are amazing in what they do. Um, One of the things I'm working on, I didn't bring the book in here. Y'all got books everywhere. It's in my room because that's what I was looking at. But like going through like the chakra system, there's a lot of people who do that. But I want to look more at it with, or the content that I come out with, do something real simple, but then also talk about it with the body. Especially now, I'm in a phase where I'm going to be doing some detox and getting back to what I know I need to do, because I'm seeing that people are talking about food and all this other stuff, and that's great. And then all the food is toxic and not toxic at the same time. Like, who cares? When you start to feel your body, getting in touch with your body and feeling your body being off, these are some of the things that you can do, like recommending. These are some of the things that you can do, and not so feeling so negative about what it is that you're really eating. Like I said, y'all, when I started off, just reducing some of the chatter. It's so many people talking, and very few are coming at things holistically. And that's again, that's my lane. That's my jam. How to make the simplest thing complex and the complex thing simple. That's where I stay. But y'all, I'm not gonna stay long. That wasn't even all of what I wanted to get into about uh the chatter. But that's at least that's why I took it. I just wanted to come to y'all. I ain't been on here in a while. But I'm about to get back to work so that I can produce and get y'all what y'all really want. But I love y'all. Bye. Y'all have a good day. Make sure y'all subscribe, share this channel out, share the link out, the videos that you like out. Let me know what y'all want to hear me talking about the most, because it's so much stuff that I want to talk about and just don't know where to begin. So help me help you. Because at this point on YouTube it's free. All right, y'all. Bye.